Alright guys, welcome to this video. I know I'm late to the party on this, but I still want to talk about it because my other video on the whole um, the other controversy with GTA 5 where they removed all the transgender characters, or trannies or whatever they were, that did really well. So I want to talk about this, and this is just, get a load of this. Rockstar wants to be more culturally sensitive. I never thought I would see the day. Look at this. Co-star's a woman, which is, it's whatever, it's fine. But it's concerning in this day and age because, they're going to probably shove it down your throat. But co-star's a woman and will be more culturally sensitive. What does that even mean? Anyway, let's look at this. The last Grand Theft Auto was GTA 5. No shit, we know about that. It's down here. Reports that in addition to trying to improve working conditions, internally the studio is also trying to be more culturally sensitive, especially since American culture has become, as the article puts it, a parody of itself in modern times. Yes, it is. It is. GTA games, parodies of American culture, dialed up to 11. Yes, they are, and that's what makes them good. That's why this is bad news, because, they're not meant to be taken seriously. You're meant to be entertained, and, just enjoy it, the jokes. And everyone in the game's a stereotype. The women are nagging cunts. The dudes are, alcoholic, fucking psychopaths. They fucking murdering everybody. They're bad people, like GTA 5 for reference. Michael's a backstabbing asshole. He's a rich dude who turns his back on his friends to make money and go into hiding, and he lied to Trevor for 10 years, Franklin's a naive hood rat who just can't say no to people, and Trevor is a psychopath. So, they're both all not good. The men are not good. Majority of the people you kill in the game are men. You don't really kill a lot of women in the main story. You don't really kill any in the main story. So, and then the women are like hoes and, shallow people, and, it's all fun. It's all stereotypes. Everyone gets made fun of, and then no one can get offended. That's all. I'm a proponent of make fun of everybody, the same. But now, let's read on. Have been criticized in the past for their misogynistic, there you go, treatment of women and offensive jokes that target marginalized communities. You mean black people? Or Mexicans? Or there's a lot of those in America. There's got to be. There's a lot of black people in America. There's black neighborhoods in America, So I live in Australia, but I'm surely, you can't be marginalized if they make fun of everyone at the same time. You can't be, treatment of women and offensive jokes that target marginalized communities. Yeah, I already read that. A playable female lead is apparently part of trying to address that. And you see that, back in the day, it would have been, a female lead, that's a bit, okay. It's a bit weird. Because, most of the people played are dudes, but if she was a hot, sexy female, and she had but if she was written correctly and had flaws and stuff, it'd be cool. And she was a badass. But now, since the thing is their criticism for being misogynistic in the past, now I don't have a lot of faith in this, because now if there's a female lead, then they can't have her with any flaws, or they gonna make her perfect, to seem, not sexist, whatever that means these days, and it's not gonna be good, it's just, I don't have a lot of faith. No one knows exactly what it's gonna be like now, and if this stuff is even true. But if this is true, I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. I believe the gameplay and the tech behind the game will be amazing, but it's gonna be on next gen, probably multiple cities. That would be awesome. But the main thing with GTA, the gameplay's fun, but the story and the jokes and the satire is why I play it, and so why it's fun. Talks about here, they're going to talk about, as a result, the game is now planned to come out sometime before March 2024. Wow. Wow. So they're going to try to hit 2024 for the release date. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's pretty... Wait, is that... Yeah, there's also reportedly keeping with an attempted culture shift at the company. Shortly before the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018, Kotaku, good old Kotaku, we love Kotaku, don't we, reported on brutal overtime at the famed studio. There have been allegations of abusive behavior as well, including against former VP of Development Jeromeo Barrera. I think I butchered his name. Yeah, so I guess abusive behavior, that's very vague. I don't know what that interprets, like, be more specific. Is it, but like long overtime, like, I mean, nurses, you think about nurses and people work in hospitals, they do brutal overtime too. And it's always like this thing about the games industry where they always go on about crunch and crunch. You always hear this. No other industry hear big news about this. So, like, no one else here complaining about it. It's just part of the job, you got to get it out, so anyways, that's just yeah, but I'm concerned about GTA 6. This is not looking good. If this is to be believed, this is concerning, because this, at what point? So if you say you can't make fun of black people, or you can't make fun of Mexican people, or you can't make fun of women. So if you can just make fun of white people. That's very racist. This thing is that they're not going after marginalized groups who they determine to be marginalized. That's a bit offensive, to call people marginalized. That's like saying you can't take a joke, basically. And you're a snowflake and you can't take a joke. It's kind of insulting to those people. And also it's racist, because it's actually counter. When they're trying to not be racist, it's more racist, because they saying, we're not going to make fun of these people, but you can only, if you make fun of a white man, that's fine, he's white, so if they're white, you can make fun of them. But if they, different skin color, oh, that's bad. Or we can't have a Mexican stereotype in the game, or, it's just, or a black stereotype. They can't just be rappers and stuff and have all this bling and live in the hood, it's just like, really? And the woman thing is not the issue. The character being a woman's not the issue. It's what they're gonna do with it. And since they're trying to be less sexist or whatever, they're trying to be less misogynistic, allegedly, you just know they're not gonna write her properly. Then she's not gonna be a good GTA character. It's gonna be forced down your throat, and yeah, it's just not looking good. And but I guess we'll see how bad the wokeness can get in a couple of weeks, because we've got Saints Row coming out. I'll be playing through that on the channel. It'll be interesting. It should be pretty funny, reacting to some of that crap. I've seen some of the previews and that shit looks kind of, the characters look terrible. The gameplay looks fun, but the characters look god awful. But so I'll buy it so you don't have to. Anyway, so look forward to that. And GTA 6 is not looking good. Don't get your hopes up. And might come out in 2024. I think that's what they were trying to hit. I don't know about all that, but don't know how long they've been working on it, but we'll see. So peace.